Hey, lovelies, welcome to my meditation drawing for today. And we're going to be working with the gate 22 today. The sun is currently transiting gate 22, and in human design and astrology, gate 22 is based on the 22nd hexagram in the I Ching. And gate 22 is about beauty. It's about grace. It's about openness. And so my perspective on human design and living and experimenting with your human design chart is that I use the creative process as a bridge towards understanding, a way of looking from a very different perspective at the expression of these energies in our day-to-day life. So with a background in, I'm an artist, I'm an art therapist, and these have given me the tools to be able to use creativity in a way that actually allows us to look at these energies that we're experiencing in a completely different way. If you enjoy this approach, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I do one-to-one sessions with people where they draw their chart and we do an inquiry as to how those energies really feel to them, how they experience them. And I also do weekly transit meditation drawings where we explore how the energies are impacting us on a week-by-week basis. But let's get back to today. So the outline for the meditation drawing is very simple. We'll start with a mindful meditation exercise where we slow down, we calm down our nervous system, and we really come back into the body and center ourselves into our form. And from here, I'll guide you through a really simple, repetitive, creative exercise that will allow you to visualize and play with this energy of gate 22 and see, how does it feel to you? How do you express it? How do you notice it in your day-to-day? Okay, so please, I've got a piece of paper here, so please use any piece of paper you want to. If you don't have any notepad or paper, please feel free to use a newspaper or an old magazine. Meditation drawing is not about drawing a picture or a perfect picture. Meditation drawing is about using our own creativity as a way of tuning into who we are so that we can build self-awareness. And essentially, we can build self-compassion for how we are and how we operate in this world. So today I've just got some really simple markers and ink pens. So I'm going to be using these. Have them nearby. If you need like a hot drink or drink, then please grab one, grab a cushion, grab a blankie, make sure you're really comfortable because we'll be here for about 10-15 minutes or so. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the meditation. So I want you to really get comfortable into your chair. I really want you to breathe in and begin to notice this breath of yours. And I want to get a sense of how do you feel your body in the breath. So just pay attention to the fact that you're breathing, but really root yourself, put your back against the chair, really put your sit bones into the seat, and really plant your feet on the ground. So we're embodied, we're present, we're solid in ourselves as we explore this energy. So just coming back to the simplicity of the breath, ease of the breath. Just notice the flowing of air in and out through the nostrils and mouth. Perhaps noticing the rise of the shoulders, the expansion of the breath in the chest, the ribs expanding, and perhaps the diaphragm dropping, perhaps the belly contracting and relaxing. What part of your breath are you noticing today? And what's captivating your attention? Is it the sound of your inhale and exhale, or perhaps the sounds in your room or outside your window? Is it the taste, perhaps the taste of your tea or water? Perhaps there's a scent, a smell in the air that you're picking up. Perhaps it's the sight. You've chosen to close your eyes and there are blotches and shapes and figures emerging from the darkness. Or perhaps you've your eyes open and a softened gaze is picking up a particular color or shape. Or perhaps it's feeling, the feeling of sitting in your chair, feeling of your back resting against the back of the chair, feeling of your clothes on the skin, just noticing. And just even taking a few full body breaths with this awareness, this noticing, breathing in and out, just noticing the simplicity of the breath. Just taking it all in. It's aliveness, it's feeling in the body, being here and now. So now let's take that awareness and let's slowly open our eyes or come back to where we are. And we're going to start a creative exercise, but don't take from this awareness that you've developed up over the last couple of minutes. Don't allow that to distract, anything to distract you from that. Focusing again and again on the breath. And we're going to do a repetitive exercise with this idea of opening, expanding, being open to the beauty and aliveness that's all around us. So we're going to start with the spiral shape. So just putting your pen on the page and just beginning this simple spiral. And then at some point in the spiral, opening up. Doesn't matter what shape or size, how much of the page is taken up with the spiral, that doesn't matter. I just want you to begin the process of repeating this movement, this gesture, over and over again. Your spirals can be totally disconnected at opposite ends of the page. Your spirals can all be huddled close together. Remember, it doesn't matter. Perhaps you're enjoying the spiral shape and you're slow to release the energy or gesture out into the open. Or perhaps your spirals are really small and only in one or two circles you've opened up. And as you begin to get in a bit of a rhythm with this, I'd like you to incorporate your breath. So find something that works for you. First suggestion is taking an in breath, and then on the out breath, drawing your spiral. Trying that again, in breath And then out breath, drawing the spiral. And perhaps trialing this a few times to see what it's like. How does that feel to you? Perhaps that feels good, feels liberating, feels enjoyable. Or perhaps this feels constraining. And if that's the case, perhaps using the spiral as a whole breath. So breathing in on the spiral and breathing out on the release. And beginning to choose what suits you today. You might do this exercise again in a couple of days and might look totally different. You might choose a different breath. Your spiral may take a very different form, but just for today, how does this feel? Beginning to traverse the page, one breath, one mark. Perhaps you begin adapting the size of your mark to match the breath. Remember, we're here to let go. We've got nothing to achieve in our meditation drawings. Got nowhere to go. We've got nothing to do. We're just experimenting and playing with this particular gesture, this particular breath, this particular moment. And as you align your breath to the gesture, I really want you to think about, how does this feel in the body? Are you noticing a sense of aliveness in a particular part? Perhaps a tingling around the heart or the belly, or even the feet. How does this gesture feel to you in your form? Does it feel expansive and light, opening as the gesture moves out across the page? Perhaps it feels restrictive, not enjoying these spirals. Whatever you feel, just noticing. That's all we're here to do. We're here to open up the pathways of experience within us so that we can become open and alive to these gestures. We can begin to experience and observe these energies that affect us in a different way, not from a cognitive thinking perspective, although that's really nice too, but really embodying this sense of this opening gesture. How does it feel in the hand that's holding the pen? How does the arm feel? Paying attention to the difference between your left side and the right side of your bodies. All of these little indicators, all of these little sensations and movements that are guiding us, that are teaching us, that are showing us. And considering as you draw your gestures, how does it feel in the body to be open? So many times in life, we shut down pathways. We say no. We think we know who we are. So we think out our answers. But with this simple gesture, we simply play with this idea of opening ourselves up to the present moment, opening ourselves up to our daily experiences, and seeing how we can be changed, how we can be imprinted by the beauty and the grace of everything we see around us. And in your own time, finding a way of completing this exercise. Is there an area of the page that remains undiscovered? Is there a particular mark that's really feeling good? Spending the last few moments playing with these, enjoying them, experiencing them. And in your own time, in your own way, bringing this exercise to a close. If you'd like to continue on, feel free to pause, just drift off. Allow your imagination to take flight. Where are these gestures and movements and energies taking you? Letting yourself go and surrendering to them, seeing where they take you. But for now, finishing up the exercise, putting down your pen, perhaps noticing the difference between your hands and arms on the left and right side. Perhaps stretching out your arms or your hands. Coming back to yourself. Noticing, looking around the room, naming 5 things you see. Perhaps taking one last breath together. As we go out into our day with an enhanced awareness, a greater idea of who we are today and what we're feeling. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this meditation drawing. There's plenty of other gates, other channels, other explorations on my YouTube channel. So if you enjoy this, please like and subscribe. And if you know anyone who's really finding it difficult to embody their human design in a different way, moving away from this thinking and thinking and thinking and moving into more of a sensing, being place, then feel free to share it with them. I put the links to my workshops and sessions below, but thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.